Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Moms and Miracle Set. I'm super excited about it. Loving this morning. I just wanted to pop in here and just say good morning. And this is just a quick 10 or 15-minute live talking about moms and miracles. And so I just wanted to pop in here. If you're watching live, put live. If you're watching hashtag replay, put hashtag replay. I am so grateful to be one of the women whose moms are just vibrant and um, alive and well. And I know that there are those that are watching or that will watch whose moms have gone home to be with the Lord as I age and mature. You appreciate the value of your parents even more. For me, this is a really unique time because my father passed away um, during this weekend time period um, 10 years ago on May 3rd, 2024. May 3rd, 2014, and we had his homegoing service on May 12th, 2014. It's hard to say that now that we've been saying 20s for so long on Mary Kay Ash's birthday. And it's also the weekend that we celebrate Mother's Day. And so as I celebrate Mother's Day, I think so much about the gratitude of my mother. And I also can't help but to think about the loss of my father, which makes me even more grateful for my mom. So I just want to start off this morning just asking you, what are you most grateful for? I am grateful. I've not been blessed to give birth to children myself, but I just love uh, the bonus children that I uh, have and am so grateful for all five of our adult children and all 14 of our grandchildren. Every one of them. I believe that in July, I'm going to get to host five or six of them here. And so what are you grateful for? Just specifically, as I think about my mother, what I love and appreciate so much about her. First and foremost, I appreciate her heart. Um, you always think of your mom being your mom, but now my mom is in this position as the matriarch, and it's very odd to me. For some of you, it might not be odd. How many of you are? Is there anybody watching who their mom is or was the matriarch of the family? Um, at some point, my mother was the baby, so my grandmother was blessed to give birth to 15 children, and only seven survived. And so, just that in and of itself, you talk about mamas. Wow, my grandmother, Alice August, you talk about mamas and the strength. I know that even with massive advanced technology, there are still mothers that grieve for a variety of reasons of loss of a child. But I can't imagine that percentage of childbirth and yet experiencing it again and again. I can't even imagine what my grandmother was going through. I believe that she had her first child at 12 because growing up in Louisiana, she only went through the sixth grade. So we would call a 12-year-old now a teenage parent, right? But in her day, let's see, she was born, I believe, in 1918. And so in her day, that would be, we're talking about 1930, somewhere around 1930, that wasn't considered a teenage parent for an African American um, girl. She was pregnant at that age with my grandfather, and I and married. Just can't even fathom that, right? So as we think about mothers over the decades, and yet that's only one generation. So my mother was the baby of all of those, and so thinking about um, moms and miracles. Uh, my mom was never I never saw her as a matriarch because I had all these aunts that were, my grandmother, And so now having her in that position, so I'm so grateful because I see how she loves on and cares for every cousin, every, because I don't have any other siblings. So how she cares for her bonus grandchildren, her bonus great grandchildren, her cousins, her nieces, her nephews, that is a blessing. But one of the things I really love most about my mama, I'm inviting you to talk about the miracle of motherhood for yourself, but my mom's style. Anybody who knows my mom, it's her style, it's her class, it is her humor. She's fun. My mom has always been one who has encouraged me to try new things. I got really my sense of adventure and technology from my daddy, and my sense of being able to kind of have an international palate and eat lots of different foods. My mom likes to stay in this lane when it comes to what she eats. Okay. Yesterday we went to a restaurant and it was like I had to really get creative on how it's a real shishi fufu restaurant. I had to get creative on what to give my mom off what she wanted to order off the menu. But I have always appreciate that. As I look around my house, the beauty in my home is because of my mama. That woman can decorate like crazy. So we're just celebrating moms this weekend and miracles. I definitely appreciate how my mom has cared for herself. She taught me from a young age the importance of looking good, not for a man, but looking good for yourself. The importance of image, the importance of color, the importance of not being boring and tied into one image. And she taught me how to shop. She taught me the importance of the willingness of spending money on good things. And so here enters a good thing, a good thing, a good thing. Um, so we're going to keep having some conversations about moms and miracle set, but this is one of the good things. It's our miracle set. And this is a miracle for your skin. Now, I will tell you that it's not our only skincare line. As a matter of fact, the skincare line that my assistant put down here is our newest skincare line. That's not the miracle set. That's our newest skincare line. That probably is not the line for most moms. That's the line for the ones that are going to be giving the mama cards. That's the although 20s, you could be a mom in their 20s, but that's for those 2030s. But probably even if you're a mama in your 20s, you probably still need the miracle set because that anti-aging. That's one thing them kids will do is add a little age to you, right? A little weight, a little age, a little this, a little that, and a whole lot of joy. So the very first step in this miracle set we know is that 4-in-1 cleanser. One of the things I appreciate about this is it gives a mama a little bit of time for herself. Just a little bit of time for herself using our 4-in-1 cleanser. You're going to use this morning and night. You're going to go up and out across your forehead, down your nose. And it's going to have a formula that's going to be for dry, normal, and combination oily. The pink one, as you can see, it says normal to dry skin. And then if it's purple, it's going to be for combination oily skin. One of the things I appreciate about this is a good large bottle of cleanser. I mean, y'all know what a solo cup is, right? So everybody knows this is my smoothie this morning. So just comparing it to that, comparing it to my hand, you can see 4.5 full ounces where a lot of people have shrinkflation, not so much here. So this is the body of this cleanser is amazing. It um, uh, is very creamy. The one for combination oily skin is very lathers, which is amazing. And then every woman needs moisture. Y'all, whether your skin is super dry or dripping with oil, part of the miracle of beautiful skin um, is great moisturizer. My mom has been a makeup wearer for as long as I knew. She loves some makeup. She used to work retail and she always was fly. And so, how she took that makeup off and caring for your skin makes a difference, makes a big, big, big difference. And so, this is the antioxidant moisturizer. And so together, I just say, if this is not the miracle set, but if you weren't going to do anything else but just clean your skin, everybody needs to use these two. Okay. So there you go, right there. But what adds the miracle into the miracle set is the entire collection. And it's especially adding in these two, day and night, day and night. It'll make a day and night difference. I want you to think about what are a couple of things your mama says all the time. There's just certain things. I got a something that we're going to do tomorrow. It's called Life Story. And hold on one second. I'm going to grab this. Just give me called Life Story. I'm going to come back to these two in just a second, but I'm going to open it now because this is one of the things that I'm going to do with my mom. Those of us that are blessed to be able to spend time with our mothers. I'm opening it up here, and I just love this. Um, it's called 150 Prompts, and it says 150 questions designed to help you capture your loved one's life story through meaningful conversations, great for one-on-one or family gatherings. It's called Life Story Interview Kit. And if you want to know where to get it, you can screenshot this and capture it. I think I paid $15 for it. And so I love this. It has that leaf that kind of reminds me of ancestry. And so it's like a deck of cards. So I'm going to keep this at the dinner table and do some fun things. It says about the cards. The Life Story Interview Kit includes 150 carefully curated question cards designed to help you uncover the unique stories and memories of your loved one. They are great for both one-on-one conversations and family, early life, midlife, later. So they come in three colors. This one is early life, this one is midlife, and this one is later life. So those are the instructions that come with, and it says how to use. I know one thing, as I go through these with my mom, I'm going to record it. Designate one person as the interviewer, then take turns asking questions. The interviewer draws a question card and reads it out loud. The interviewee answers the question while others listen, ask follow-up questions, and share perspectives. I love that it's telling people how to interview somebody because not everybody will listen. But can you imagine? I don't have a large family, but this can create a very lively conversation. Proceed through the three phases of questions, taking breaks as needed. Feel free to skip, modify, enjoy the meaningful conversation stories. The good thing is, this is a great way of oral history, which we pass on naturally. That doesn't necessarily pass on as naturally now because of the lack of just sitting down at one table and having a conversation. There's two more cards here for instructions. It says, get curious. Don't assume you already know the answers. You'll be shocked at how much you learn. A good story is built from motion and reflection. Try to follow up chronological questions with a reflective question. Encourage elaboration. Ask open ended follow up questions that give you an opportunity to share more. Allow your loved one time to think and respond. Avoid interrupting or rushing them through the answers. Feel free to adjust the order and skip the cards. Then it says tips for recording. It says choose a recording device, smartphone, test the device beforehand. I love it. Very detailed. Position the device closely so you can hear, because what value will that have over a lifetime? Minimize background noise, check your audio levels, and as your tech girlfriend, I'm going to add one more. Make sure after you get these recordings, you have a sound place to back them up. You may even want to put these types of conversations on a jump drive, although jump drives are already out of fashion, but it could be on a jump drive. You can put it, of course, in the cloud, but you just need to put it someplace. I probably would put it more than one place and label it appropriately, because this is the kind of thing that goes with the same place where you have your will and the same place where you have your safety deposit box or whatever you have. You want to have those conversations, because when something happens, it's not only the pictures, but it's the voice. So maybe we put it the same place our pictures are. So let me just give you a couple examples. We're talking about moms and miracle set this morning, but I'm going to give you a couple examples of these questions. These are there's a lot of questions, y'all. There's a lot. These ones are just the ones for early life. So, a basic one. How did you get your name? Now, I know the answer to this question, but hearing my mom tell it her oldest sister named her. Where were you born? Is that where you were raised? What were your parents like? Even though we know some of these questions, it's amazing to hear. What were your siblings like when you were young? Could you tell me a story or memory of your brothers and sisters? Did your family have any holiday traditions? Did our family? Okay. Um, who of your extended family members, who are you closest to? What's your most memorable moment in elementary school? Like, I think I know the answer to that from my mom, but I'm not sure. Did any one of your childhood friends remain your friend for life? I know that. I know exactly who she is because we had a big 75th birthday for my mom, and I found her and got her to do a video. Were you ever given any special awards in school? Um, did you work as a teenager, and where did you work? Hmm. I don't know the answer to that question. I think my mom didn't work as a teenager, but I don't know the answer. What sports did you play in high school? But the cool thing about these is you're not just looking for, I played track. I know that. I'm looking for the story behind that my mom remembers. It sparks it. Okay. I know this one. Who were the most famous celebrities when you were growing up? That's a good question. But I know my mom will tell the story about Marvin Gaye and him coming to concert and them getting her being walking in the park, and Marvin Gaye was walking in the park, and she met Marvin Gaye, and Marvin Gaye gave her floor seat front row ticket, and her going home to her mama, and her mama saying, "You ain't going to that." Can you imagine Marvin Gaye? You ain't going to that. I know she's gonna talk about that. Tell me about the time you got into the most trouble with your parents. I think I know the answer to that, but that one's gonna be a good one. What advice would you give your teenage self? Hmm. That's gonna be interesting. All right, are you guys liking this? I know that it's good. Good morning. Good morning. We're talking about Mom's a Miracle Set. I'm sharing with you what I'm going to be doing with my mama. So, this next wave of questions, these ones are the name of the game is called Tails and Midlife. There's another fun game too. It's like a journal, but this is the one I got for this Mother's Day. Midlife. Did you attend any school or training after high school? What are some of your most vivid memories with your friends in your 20s? How old were you when you got married? Um, how many children do you have? I know the answer to that one because I'm talking. Tell me about the day your first child was born. Tell me about the day I was born. That's good. I know my dad was at work trying to pay the bills because I was had to be put in the incubator. I've heard that story. What are some of your most memorable family vacations with us? How did you spend time with your friends? Did you maintain or begin hobbies? So these are good questions. And then the latter questions here are later life reflections. This one. How do you feel? How did it feel when you became a grandparent? Who has been your friend the longest? What qualities do you most value in your friends? What are some mottos you live by? What is your superpower? That's a great question. What is your most precious memory? What is the scariest thing that has ever happened to you in life? And how did you overcome it? What advice would you give your past self? What makes you feel the most alive? What are some of your strongest and hard beliefs? And this last question says, at my funeral, I hope to be described as, wow. I'm sure much laughter, much, this is like this sits at the dining room table. I anticipate this will sit near my dining room table, and this will just be something we do all the time, where it's like grab a couple questions. And guess what? It's not just for my mom to do, it's for you. You could do this yourself and record and talk about it and, ask you, your husband, your kids. So, this is one of the miracles of what we're going to do. Yep, I'm bringing this even to the restaurant. Okay, we're going to have conversations and make it happen. So we're talking this morning, you guys, as I get ready to wrap it up about Mom's a Miracle Set. We talked about the importance of this cleanser, the importance of our antioxidant moisturizer, and then these last two, day and night. Okay, so this day cream, I love the daytime Defender sunscreen. SPF broad spectrum 30. Yesterday, we went to a graduation. My girlfriend graduated with a bachelor's um, in psychology from Cal State East Bay. It's 85 degrees outside, and it was outside in the sun graduation. And I was like, sunscreen. I forgot to put the sunscreen on my body. This is sunscreen for your face every day, you guys. So important. SPF 30. It's that season. You need it all the time. Even when the sun's not shining, you need it. Even in the wintertime, you need sun protection. But certainly right now, you guys, every day, this is a part. UVA rays age your skin, UVB rays burn your skin. And that's part of, you don't have to. Our priority, of course, is caring for our family, caring for our kids. But just like when you're on the plane, who do you put the mask on first? Yourself. Get excited. So here is the nighttime recovery. Last part about this miracle set. Nighttime recovery is amazing right here. And these are the micro beads that when you pump them, you get you crush the vitamin A and vitamin E derivatives that are here. And you're going to apply this at night, and it helps your skin to recover at night. It has a nice, cool feel. I love how cool my skin feels. So you're going to take that cleanser first, and then you're going to take your moisturizer, and then you're going to put on the sunscreen on top. And at night, you're going to take that cleanser, and you're going to take the night cream, and then you're going to take the moisturizer. So I rambled this morning a lot because I talked about moms and miracle set. I pray that the miracle of this season and this time is a blessing. I know there's so much to celebrate, and yet I know that many of us are also have someone that we miss so much. And be it our moms, our grandmoms, family members, loved ones, or even mamas missing children. And so just praying for you in this season, that tomorrow's celebration or this entire weekend celebration will be amazing. I'm going to go get my mom's corsage today. She likes to have a corsage when she goes to church. Come from that tradition of white when your mother has gone home to be with the Lord, red when your mother is alive. And so grateful. So thank you so much for hanging with us, and we will see you. Bye-bye. I'm back on Tuesday for giving some cash away.